and welcome once again to episode 5 of the Dharma Bum Show. This one is entitled Dharma on the Go, and we're going to talk about portable shrines, and I'm going to show you mine, which is right here, waiting to be opened and explored. Thank you so much for being here with me and my faithful co-hosts. You see them in the background here roaming around, Xander and Xavier. We welcome you to another beautiful day here in the dog park. It's only going to 90 today, maybe 95, so that's not bad. But we're still here pretty early. It's about 20 minutes to 9, more or less. And so we will be, we're going to I'd like to thank everybody, first of all, for all the likes and subscribes on the last video. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'm glad you like them. Thanks to the folks who donated as well. We really appreciate that. It helps us to free up some time and make some more videos. So thank you very much for everything, guys. Let's dive right into it. I'm going to be moving my tripod around a little bit and focusing here on the table. We're gonna unbox it. This is my portable shrine. It contains not just my shrine, but pretty much everything related to sort of my Buddhism. So like my mela beads are in here. Even my meditation robe, but I've taken it out so that there's no need to demonstrate that sort of stuff. But the shrine itself is also in here. Now, I'm not happy with this particular shot case. I call these shot cases, and that's SHOCK, shock cases, because they can take a shock. They can take a jar or a hard bounce on a steel surface, and the things inside will generally speaking be okay, right? And then one of the things is you can, if you have ceramic items, which you kind of want to avoid if you can. I have not. Even my Buddha is ceramic. Okay, so I don't necessarily follow my own rules, but obviously metal is better for a portable situation. As for sizes, this is about the largest you'd want to go for a portable shrine. And actually, as I pull out the elements and demonstrate to you my own personal shrine, you'll see that there's you can't go much smaller than this, but you can go miniaturized. And I have a second shot case in here. It's about the size of a lunchbox. And you can actually go that small. I've done it for backpacking. I backpacked around Canada for 7 years, and so I kept a very, very small. The case was this big as I have a lunchbox one in here that I keep my ceramic items in it. So it's a shot case within a shot case. That's helpful for ceramic items to keep them protected. Buy a smaller shot case for them. And but also you can go one step smaller than this, miniaturized. Like anything bigger than this, and I mean, unless you're tooling around in a fifth wheel Winnebago, I don't really know why you would need anything. You just go ahead and set one up in your house, you know. So this size, which I consider small, and then miniaturized, maybe half the size, right? You can get down to, so you can get them quite small. You can literally get elements where the Buddha statue is the size of your thumb. The singing bowl is just the size of maybe $1 coin. So you can really miniaturize the elements and then be able to have a very small shrine. Even something that would fit in your glove box would be possible. So yeah, let's dive into it. I'm anxious, so I'm going to go ahead and get up and demonstrate this stuff to you. No, Xavier. Thank you though for your co-hosting abilities. So this is going to be a little weird, but I think we can get through it. So there it is. There's the cake. Whoops. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to try to do this sort of by hand, but I do have this little tripod here that's handy. All right, so there it is. Let's first open it up and pull out some of the elements here and just sort of get them all out on the table here. I have these, see, and then we have two big pieces here. And we'll go through these one by one, but you can see how I've sort of got them packed. Some of the elements we're not going to use today, like the Tibetan prayer flags. What I do for those, well, you've seen me do them in the camp. I've hung them on the tree, but also I have plenty of endless tent poles because I go through tents quite regularly. We burn through them, so we save the poles, and the extra tent poles make very handy sticks by which you can plant 2 sticks in the ground, or even duct tape them to a table or whatever, and then sort of hang the flags in between. I like the 6.5 inch ones for portability. So yeah, that's that. And then the last but not least in here is yet another shot case with some more sort of delicate items in it. So that's sort of the unboxing. But now, with a portable shrine, everything has to sort of go to use, okay? So, so we're going to make use of the cases and this empty box here that some of the items came in to construct the structure that we want to build the shrine on. So that's why they serve a double purpose. Okay, so we're going to do that now. We just stack sort of them up. We'll close this one up. Okay, and we'll make the Buddha nice and tall today. Let's open this one up and empty it. Now the second shot case is usually you want to carry things. If you're going to have a shot case in a shot case, that's your most delicate items, right? So we'll just empty some of this stuff out. Here's my singing. You can see how tiny I've gone. I've really gone to the second smallest size you can really go with portable shrines, really. And you can see how tiny my singing bowl is. Okay, very, very small. So I would consider this size to be small, and then the next size down miniature, and that's the two different sort of sizes that you can go. I'm just trying to sort of get all the elements out here. So that we can use the boxes. So we're going to put Buddha up as high as we can go. Alright, right about there, like that, okay. And we're not using the prayer flags today. We'll keep them out. And let's get Buddha. And so the cloth that Buddha is wrapped in, again, trying to make everything, especially for us, because of the way we live out of the wagon, try to make everything, dual use, right? So it protects the Buddha, but then also makes this wonderful sort of altar type cloth. And so there's our Buddha, okay? And he's up high because we're going to do other things down low here where we're going to set up some more elements, okay? And everything has come out of this box, came out of the original shot case, okay? So the first thing, we need a sort of a second pedestal, like sort of a second platform. So we have this wonderful box here. We're going to put it sort of right there, like that, all right? And then start putting out some of the, this is my mela, my prayer beads, and we'll put them over here with the, to the side of the altar with the prayer flag. We're not going to so much deal with them today. I'm also out of incense. Do I have any? I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. So We won't be burning any incense today, and I didn't even bring a candle offering. I forgot to buy candles. So we just have to imagine that there would be a candle here. Maybe we'll put I don't know, we'll put my earbuds there. That's where the candle would be. Okay, and I'm going to show you an app in a little bit where you can sort of even shows you the elements, and then of the core elements. That's what we're starting with, is the core elements, and then it will show you those, and then it will show you where they're positioned on the table, generally, and then also different materials that these elements can and are often traditionally sort of made out of. Okay, so yeah, so the next element that we're going to get out now, what we've got, this is a lovely little things here. I found these just the other day, replaced them, but I love them because they got the legs. I saw them at the Walmart for like 98 cents. I couldn't even believe it. So I have these wonderful bowls. One is the incense offering, and we're gonna put that, we're gonna hope it's okay right here. Okay, and then the other one is an offering, and I didn't even bring an offering, and we'll put that there like that. Okay, so a couple of things about the offering, which would go in the blue one right here. Okay, I like flowers, first of all. I favor them over food. I don't even have like a piece of fruit that I could put in there right now with me on the wagon, but you could put like a banana or an orange in there. I favor flowers, okay? But here's the deal, okay? So you're like, okay, well, Dharma Bum, you must have it made then, right? Because you're in the park and in the wildlands all the time, and there's all kind of flowers growing. That's not legit. Stop and think about it for just a second. Okay, it's just not legit. You're stealing the beauty. First, you're stealing the life of the flower, which you can do and ask for and say a prayer. But you're stealing the beauty on public lands that other people could be enjoying and looking at too. It's not yours, right? So what I do is actually 7-Eleven, which is right across the street from this dog park, sells roses. And they're beautiful, just little red roses. You know, it's a common thing at most 7-Elevens. And I really dig roses, and I'll buy 1, 2, or even 3 roses, long stem roses, and then I'll just cut the buds off. Just the buds and maybe an inch of stem, and I'll toss them in there. And what's really neat about roses, I like them because you can just, if you're putting up a shrine permanently, you can just leave them there to dry, and you can even, a lot of times I'll toss the buds in the wagon and they'll turn up dry later on, which is just wonderful. So we're making progress. Now the next step kind of in all of this is a drink offering. And then you've got your sort of core components. So one of the things I'm going to point out about this is original packaging. Original packaging can be handy. Don't be quick to toss it, because sometimes it's done really, really well. And in this case, this was shipped with really wonderful original packaging, which also protects the item itself very, very well, especially when it's in the shark case later on when we pack up. So we'll get this out. This is my drink offering cup, and it's a pretty standard drink offering cup. I'll show it to you there. It's got like a little sort of golden lotus on it, and then it has a little cover, and down here inside another little protected shell is the little offering plate for the drink cup. So that's the piece all together. It's very nice. And that is our drink offering, and we are going to put that element, would go right there. So that would be, and so everywhere I go in my life, this is the incense offering one that we talked about back here, the gray bowl, right? And everywhere I go, I'm very blessed. to have sand. Right here, there is literally, I'm looking at it now, not even 5 feet away is a playground with sand in it. Where we sleep at night, there's a water park about 5 yards from the camp, the edge of it, and at the very edge of it is a playground for kids, and it has sand. So, and even on the recreational trail that we travel up and down, there are these big sort of piles of sand. So we are blessed that way. And so the idea with this bowl is you would fill it quite full with a mound of sand, okay? And then the incense would go like that, okay? So again, imagining, I'm sorry that I didn't get the proper elements. It's early in the morning and I forgot I at the store. But so this would be a candle, okay? This is a bowl filled with sand that we just grabbed from the playground next to us. And you stick your incense sticks in there, okay? And then this is your offering. And like I said, I favor flowers. And now the thing is with a portable shrine, a lot of this stuff is going to, we're going to be tossing this stuff in a few hours. Like I'll leave this up today. I'm going to actually do some practice and some meditation here. I'm not going to waste the effort. So we're going to leave the altar up for the day here in the park. But then, then it's going to go, right? I like to keep my roses. Like I said, that's one of the cool benefits of using rosebuds. And my drink offering, I usually use water, but even if it's rice wine, which is another that I favor, or tea, you would go ahead and pour it on a tree or something natural to give them a little drink. Especially this time of year, a splash of water is something that every tree and plant would dig. So that's how we dispose of it. So that is really, and you'll see when you use the Pocket Shrine app that we're going to talk about in a little bit to sort of organize, you'll see that this very much fits that pattern that you will see on the Pocket Shrine, especially in the early iterations of your shrine as you build it on the Pocket app. You'll see that this is sort of a traditional core layout for a very, very basic altar. We're not done yet. We're going to add a few more elements because we're Vajra practitioners, Vajrayana, so we're going to embellish a little bit further, and then you can embellish even further than that. Whatever you can carry, but remember it's a portable shrine, right? So obviously you already know, because we talked about it, that I got my wonderful singing bowl. And there it is. And I really want to demonstrate it. So we're going to try to, because I was practicing last night. And it's really pretty cool. Let's see if we can get the camera to show it to us a little better. Give me just a second here. See if I can boost this just a little bit. Oh, there. Okay, very nice. Now I'm going to turn the mic around and put it right next to the bell so that you'll be able to hear. And then it's just a kind of a really fluid motion, and the mallets, the wooden mallets, are specially designed to do this. There's not as much of a trick to it as you're thinking. It's very pleasant. So what you do is you give it I'm going to give it a good wrap to get a tone going, and then I'm going to do the swirly thing around the very lip of the bowl and you go in kind of a slow motion, but the motion, the speed, you'll find out, is really determined by the size of the bowl. If you go too fast, you'll be able to feel the mallet hit the head of the wave. It'll vibrate in this weird sort of way, like a buzzer, and you'll feel it in the mallet that you've gone too fast, and you're pushing the backside of the sound wave, right? And then and if you go too slow, it just slows down. The tone will just slow down. So there's a speed that is natural to the size of each bowl. That's actually the trick. It has nothing to do with being like a super meditative genius to swirl it just right. It's actually, the bowl will tell you how it wants to be rung. But anyway, maybe I succeed, maybe I fail. We'll give it a try here, okay? Something like that. Okay? And it's very cleansing, very healing. It's a great way to, let's do another one. It's a great way to sort of clear the space of your shrine. It's a great way to set the sort of the vibe for a meditation session. So they're just wonderful, and it's great that you can get them so tiny. And like I said, there's even one that's one sort of size smaller than this one, almost miniaturized, really. Do one more. That's a good one. I'm actually feeling, I'm right on the edge of the wave. So, singing bowl. And we're not done yet. I have the sort of the traditional Tibetan sort of elements. We have our other bell. And there's a whole videos that you can watch about how to use the bell in the Vajra and whatnot. I'm going to give you my simplified sort of use and childlike almost sort of approach to this. I use the singing bowl. That's that sort of bell instrument or whatever to cleanse the space and set the tone for my meditation. And when I pray, and if there's a Tara or a deity involved in that prayer, I will use the bell to summon them, to get their attention as I begin my prayers. And so we're going to put this element, and let me see if I can remember, the bell I believe goes on this side. Yep. And so we're going to put that right there. And you see that the bell also has a half Vajra handle. And it's very nice. And I just want to point out, as I'll just pause and do, I set something up for you guys the other day. I don't have any Tibetan shops around me. Like, I'm not within easy, I'll put the mic back over here for a little bit. I'm not within easy sort of reach of a Tibetan shop. So I do all of my shopping for my religious needs mostly at Amazon. And what I've done is I've gone in and I've in my old orders and stuff, and I've dredged up all of the items that you see here, and I've linked them in the description. You can go ahead and go straight to Amazon and get all of these exact items that you see displayed here. And I went ahead and set up an affiliate account. A lot of people have been asking, especially foreign people are having a difficult time donating, but I bet Amazon works for you in Scotland or wherever you might be. So you could buy an item and I make a few cents or whatever off of every sale. And we do buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, so I can actually redeem that for Amazon myself when we go to place our next order. And you might be wondering, well, how does a Dharma bum get Amazon? They have lockers. You go into a regular retail store and they have the Amazon lockers on the back wall. And you just go up with your phone app and pop it open and collect your items. So yeah, I've listed all of this. If any of this stuff interests you, I especially would just point out the ceramic cup is to die for. I don't know if the camera can really do it justice. The Tibetan bowl I'm very, very pleased with as well. And the Vajra and the bell, and we haven't done the Vajra yet, we're going to do that, unwrap that now, is they're just very, very gorgeous, very, very nice indeed. So this other item here is my Vajra, something I'm almost kind of scared of, to be honest with you. This is an incredibly powerful ritual object that I know almost nothing about. And so I'm actually really careful with it at this point in my education. I don't have a teacher. I don't know a lot. I do know there's some excellent videos on the Vajra and the bell out there on YouTube. I encourage you to watch them. They all seem pretty consistent in their approach to it, so I assume they're telling the real deal, the real story about these items. But it's basically a very powerful intention machine. I'm going to do a whole show on spiritual technology, but that's what this is. Ancient spiritual technology, and very powerful. Essentially, I'm very careful with it, and the only thing I do with this item is I like to hold it when I pray, especially when I'm praying for the health of my babies, my boys. And I'm just hoping that it will somehow help, sort of like a wish-fulfilling jewel, which I actually have some wish-fulfilling jewels, and that's my last element. That's my personal element on my altar. But anyway, so there's the Vajra, and we're going to put that over here. And so that is pretty close to done. And now I have my sister, who is an important part of mine and the boys' lives. She lives in New England. Hello to her. She sees the video. She was kind enough to send these to us for the holidays. I call them my wish-fulfilling jewels. Right? And so they're beautiful stones, all different, every kind, like cat's eye, a lapis, what's the purple one? Amethyst, and pink and white, some jade. So they're wonderful, and what I do is I put them around the Buddha, like this, up here. And I'll try to move the camera afterwards and take some close-ups of the whole thing when it's sort of done. It's amazing what can come out of just one tiny green box, though, right? That's what we started with. We started with just this core green box here, and all of this beauty and devotion, see, came out of just that. So it's really quite amazing what you can do just if you go small. And like I said, for me there's two sizes. There's small, well, there's a lot of sizes. There's small, medium, large, and gigantic. But I mean, for portable shrine, which is the title of the show, is Dharma on the Go, this is about the biggest I'd want to go, really, to be honest with you. I mean, the whole idea is it's got to be easy, quick, and portable. This one I can actually put out really quickly. I just did it slow for you guys to sort of show you. But that would be how it would look. So I'll try to get some close-ups now of, there's the lower sort of pedestal. And then up here is our Buddha. Could readjust him a little bit that way. And there's our Buddha and so that's my portable shrine. As far as I know, and as far as my knowledge goes, it is it is skillfully done in the sense that it follows sort of core Buddhist tradition. And one of the ways that I learned about that, guys, is the Pocket Shrine. This is the Pocket Shrine app. I highly suspect it's done by a mendicant or a monk or somebody. It's so well done. I can't recommend it enough. It's a completely free app, which essentially gamifies what we just did in constructing a portable shrine. And you build your own sort of virtual shrine in 3D space. And what's cool about that is this is a great emergency backup if I can't even put out the regular stuff. Like if I don't have any time at all, let's say I'm just like we talked about in Core Practice Show last week, you've got a day that's just wrecked, okay? And you can go ahead and throw this Pocket Shrine out, on your phone, put the little kickstand on your phone up, and it has everything. It has built-in recording list of mantras, of different bell sounds and tones, so you can create not only an entire visual shrine with all the elements, but core elements anyway. But you can also create space in audio, so that you can create, your portable sacred space. So I just take a quick look at the video here, and this doesn't show much of it. I tried to emulate it, but I don't have this computer's not powerful enough to emulate the shrine. And no, guys, hey, Zan, hey, that's not very good co-hosting. I'm waiting for my video to buffer. You're lucky. I'm going to turn the desktop audio on here. Hold on. I don't see the desktop audio going. Well, anyway, not much of a demo. I didn't hear any of the audio, so, but yeah. So this is the Pocket Shrine. It's free at the Play Store. I don't know if they actually have one for Apple. I don't actually do Apple. That's probably looks a little nicer on your screen. And that's just one particular shrine setup, but you can see where he's got the elements in the same place. We have the incense in the 4, okay, and you have the flower offering, and then you have the drink offering with a ceramic cup up here, and you have the candle. So the positioning is the same. Davey answering the siren. Somebody requested that we not edit out the dogs, so there you go, guys. This is your first one with us not editing them out. So that's the Buddhist Pocket Shrine. It's available at Google Play. Highly recommend it. It's a great way to understand shrines. You can see where they've done some elaborate elements out here on this photo here, on the Google Play page. Adding other tables, so it can really help you whether you've got a home shrine or whether you've got a portable shrine. This can help you to understand shrines, and in the process of the learning experience, you will build a virtual shrine that, like I said, I think is quite useful in a pinch. I've used mine before many times, where the only actual real element might be a stick of incense stuck in the dirt, and I've got my phone perched up on whatever. So so that's that. And again, the link for that is going to be in the description below as well, to the Google Play Store. And just to remind, as I said, all of the elements that we used in the pocket, in our portable shrine. And I even threw in some extra stuff, like I love these really basic wooden mailers. I just love them. I'm not big into fancy stone or whatever. Everything in life, especially when you live the way we live, is just so impermanent. And so these were really durable. And then I also included a link to the 6.5-inch prayer flags that we did not hang today. And I think the rest you can find on your own. The rest is really offerings and stuff like that. So, and there you go. And just to point out again one more time that all of these elements can be miniaturized down at least one size smaller, and you can actually fit everything in a case that's about as big as this, about half as big as the original case that we started with, and have a very miniaturized setup. That's good for backpacking, good for car, if you have a very small car and you just want something in the glove box. That's that, my friends. That is portable shrines. Build one, even if you have space. First of all of this knowledge, especially with the idea of where the elements go and stuff like that, is good for home shrines. But also build one. Build one even if you're not living a mendicant life. Build one and put it in your car. And then on your lunch hour or whatever, and you don't have to pop everything out. You can build you can just have a Buddha. out on his little purple pedestal, and but you have the Dharma with you, you know, and I encourage people to have all of Scripture on ebooks. That we talked about that in the last show, and there's links in the last show's description for lots and lots of free Scripture that you can put right on your phone. I recommend the ebook reader Read Era, and I recommend the file format EPUB. It's a very professional ebook, and I've built a whole library. So you can you can have this huge library now of Dharma, you know, dozens and dozens of volumes, and you can have an entire shrine, and all of it literally fits in, you know, one tiny little green shot case that we started with. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you dig this type of content. I'm not even sure what my next video will be on, but I'm leaning towards one on what I call spiritual technology, and combined with that, we'll also talk about prayer a little bit and how I pray. But I hope this information has been helpful. There are donation links in the description if you care to, and also, as I mentioned before, all of the elements, if you like any of them and are interested, there are links where you can buy them directly from Amazon, and we make a few pennies each sale, and that's always helpful. Thank you very much to Lama Choga's community. Please follow the YouTube channel at Ultimate Meaning. That is my family and my community, and so that's home. So give them the love, and yeah. So let's give them the blessing, boys. I don't have you guys on camera. Where are they? I got the tripod's loose and free today, guys. There's Xander. Okay, and I don't know where'd little boy go. Oh my God, he's way down here. Hi, little boy. What are you doing under there? Are you zombie watching? You watching for the zombies? So there's the boys, and me and the boys offer you our blessing today. May everything be auspicious, and we'll see you again soon.